I'm Dave Cathy, the Food Dude, and it's time for the sandwich of the month for December. We're here downtown in Bricktown at Bolero, Tapas Bar and Spanish Grill, where they make the Cuban.
Cuban sandwich, not funny enough, not a ton is known about it. It did start in Florida. Some people argue Tampa, Miami, a lot of the immigrants, and it was based on the fact that they used to come freely before Fidel Castro and the takeover. They'd come to the United States, work, vacation, those kind of things. So it's basically a Cuban take on a ham sandwich, and it starts with a higher soda content bread that gets very crispy on the outside, very crusty, and it's a lot like a French baguette. I mean, very similar, but it's a lot larger. So when we make our Cuban sandwich, we basically go with what they call a baguette in the grocery store sometimes, and it's huge. That's incorrect, but it's perfect bread for that application. Always, no argument here. Pork shoulder and ham, and neither one are sweetened in any way or shape or form. Starts off basically with Swiss cheese and a little bit of mustard mayo, which is just mixing, whatever your favorite mayonnaise and yellow mustard, and then basically just layers of the pork shoulder, the ham, and then it's pressed and grilled. But the main idea is to get the sandwich as thin as possible so all those flavors cook together and you get a really just amazing flavor. If you don't grill it right, you don't get the sandwich. I worked at a restaurant, I'll just let the cat out of the bag, called Bolero in Miami. And I liked the name so much, and the restaurant was no longer in existence. So I was like, I love the name, but I didn't like the fact that it was just pigeonholed into just Cuban cuisine, because there's a lot of different, South American, but mostly we went with Spain on the tapas. So the tapas, meaning the small bites, we're just kind of open ourselves up to anything Latin on the menu. It's just kind of fun flavors to mess with, because it's not so much of what I was trained in French, that we go with cream and butter. We're using more olive oils and tomatoes and spices and things like that.